Here we go, first heat race for the senior mini dwarfs. Chloe Jones will lead this field to the green. Cheyenne Flippo in the number 00. So we got a battle for the third spot, 3-wide battle. Lane McDonald in the 25 to the inside, makes a pass. On the number 8A machine. Myers in the 86. I feel like I'm seeing double the number 41 back in this race. I believe we have a different driver though. Your top three all in a row. Chloe Jones leads Flippo and McDonald. Number 3 on this heat race, number 1 for the senior mini dwarfs. Jones now having a battle with Flippo. Flippo taking a peek to the inside. Seems like she's arcing her corners in a bit. Now Jones knows she blocks the inside groove. Lane McDonald pushing Flippo down into turn number 1. We got a 3-car battle for the lead. A really big battle for the second spot. Jones is gonna come across the line. Checkered flag for Chloe Jones and her number 76. Flippo second, and Lane McDonald gonna finish third. Heat race number 2, we go green. Gonna be Riley Millard starting on the pole, but she's gonna go back to third in the first corner. Maybe a bit more. Here comes Johnson, the 26. Millard going way off course. Johnson and his number 26 goes to the inside. And now we have a big issue with your leader, the 89ML, I should say. Looks like stalled over in the corner. That'll bring out the first yellow. Right as Steven Johnson takes the lead. All right, here we go. Johnson's gonna jump on that throttle and go racing. Steven Johnson on the charge in that 26. And Kiersey Young to the inside. For the second spot, Riley Millard up into the 4th spot after going off the track in turn number 2. Bailey Thompson, the 19B, on the mission right now, trying to get around the 10 machine. Look at that 10 machine. That's a wrap right there. So that'll be Chavez. We heard from Steve Hughes, announcer here at Kern County Raceway, the dirt track.
Battle for the lead beginning to brew up. White flag.
Steven Johnson getting the pressure now from Kiersey Young. Though Johnson looks to get the upper hand into turn 3 and 4. Young's going to try one more time. Steven Johnson, winner of the second heat race for the senior mini dwarf. Snyder Racing, they'll be getting ready for their main events. We got some third mile racing to go now.
Tommy,
I'm listening.
I think I talk too much.
You do. Got to put more quarters in you. Heat race number 1 for the hobby stocks here at the dirt track at KCRP. And on the pole will be the number 84. Jeffrey, we know this driver. Used to be driver of Big or Orange Bang, but now it's in a hobby stock and it has some different color on it, some white. That is Chris Saddlemeyer. And to his outside will be the 99 of Don Mead. Inside row 2, the number 21 of Kyle Wood. To Kyle's outside, the 98. That is longtime traveler Luke Dodd. Came from down south to come up here to Bakersfield. The number 12H of Brent Hosfeld. The number 50, driven by Noah Allen. And rounding out the field, the number 87W of Lloyd Wren Jr. So 7 cars getting ready for their first heat race ever at the Kern County Raceway Park dirt track. Here we go. Crowd up on their feet. Everybody going crazy to welcome these hobby stocks. Probably going to be the best show of the night. We go green. Heat number 1. And they are side by side for the lead. Look at this move to the inside for Luke Dodd. Powers out of turn number 2 and moves his 98 into the lead. Don Mead in the second spot. A little bit of contact. Now Mead's looking to the inside, not able to get it done. Luke Dodd leads lap number 1. So we got a battle for the third spot. Noah Allen to the inside of Settlemeyer. Hosfeld has his hands busy with the 87W of Lloyd Wren Jr. And a battle for third and a battle for fifth. Tow truck getting a piece of the action now. He's trying to make a move to the leaders inside.
21 machine pulling it off early.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Kyle Wood's 21 machine, but he pleaded no contest and pulled off in this first heat race. On lap number 2, I believe. Red now to the inside of Settlemeyer for fourth. And Settlemeyer going to lose the handling on the front of the car. He's going to move 2 spots back. Luke Dodd checking out over Mead. Mead gaining time in front of Allen. Allen's going to almost get a piece of the wall.
I think he did.
And now he's going to... I thought he was going to loop it there in front of Lloyd Wren Jr. What that just created is a big battle for third with 4 cars in the mix. Lloyd Wren Jr. and then 87W trying to find a way around the 50 machine. Hosfeld and Settlemeyer in tow. So Noah Allen trying to hold off Lloyd Wren Jr. going into turn number 3. Looks like Allen's car, Jeffrey, just not able to get into the track. What it's causing is quite the race behind him. Everybody trying to find a way around the 50 machine. Luke Dodd out of turn number 4. He's going to get the white flag. Lap number 7 of 8. You see him flying into turn number 1. Nobody around him at all. Luke Dodd, a familiar face up in the front. Any track he races at. And he's going to take the checkered flags out of turn number 4 in this first heat race for the Hobby Stocks at the dirt track. Don Mead in the second spot. Noah Allen's going to hold on to the third spot. He was busy for that third spot. And Lloyd Wren Jr. barely by a nose getting Hosfeld for third.
Green flag.
Green flag is out apparently.
The very brightly colored
So the lights out. Stefan Davis
the 16 car thought, hey,
will start on the pole. Goes outside. Steven Johnson, the number 26. Inside row 2, Mike Bully, 77. The 59 of Mike Kill Jr. Inside row 3, Ryan Daves, and the 12. There's a good look at the flag stand. And to his outside is a 49 of Alvin Entz and Gene Glover. He's going to round out this field of Hobby Stocks. Here we go. We go green. Down into turn number 1, Steven Johnson has his nose in front of the lead. And we got a big 4-car battle heading into turn number 3. Everybody trying to get through this first lap. Johnson, your leader. Second spot, Hill. Gets around Davis. Michael Bully running way wide out of turn number 2. And this is a battle for the second spot. Davis and Hill. Davis has it. Hill wants it. Steven Johnson gaining more and more time over the second spot.
running in second, that's the white number 16 car. Mike Hill Jr. third,
Hill now on the charge. He's going to take a peek to the outside. Nope. He's taking a peek to the inside now. I should say Bully. Michael Bully on that 77 machine. Battle for the third spot on screen. Steven Johnson. He's checking out, but he's starting to get some pressure now. 16 reeling in that 26. Here's your top 2.
Trouble for the 12 machine on the front straightaway.
Of Daves. Ryan Daves having an issue.
The car's been smoking, Tommy. Looks like it was blue smoke.
That's not the smoke you want to see. That's internal right there.
Or it's just sad.
Yeah, it's true. Feeling blue. Jeffrey Davis now reeling in 26 of Steven Johnson.
Johnson out of turn number 4. With less than a car length.
As we are 2 laps away from the completion of the second heat race. And now we got a battle for the lead out of turn number 2. And bobble there for the 16. That allows Steven Johnson to stay out in front. White flag flying. Well, we know that 16 machine is going to be strong here tonight.
Yeah, this might be a good little promotion of what we're going to be seeing later tonight.
Absolutely. Out of turn number 4, Steven Johnson, checkered flag in the second heat race of the night.
Oh, and Gene Glover spins out.
Mike Hill Jr. going to finish third, Bully fourth, and Alvin Entz finish in the top 5.
No.
Gene Glover, he's got a dent on his roof. Let's see if we can film it.
That's impressive.
No, it looks like they fixed it, actually.
No, it's still there.
Is it?
I've checked.
Good boy. Well, we just saw the debut of hobby stock racing at the dirt track at KCRP. How about we check out what the American stocks can do on this 3rd mile as we get ready for their first heat race of the night here at the beginning of October. On the pole, the number 27C machine, that is Eric Simmental. The number 46, this car's got some mean teeth on it, Mark Irwin. Behind him, the number 48 machine. This is the true orange bang of Steven Settlemeyer. And then you got the 15D machine of Dakota Brown.
Salawa being reported as coming in the next season. We'll see
got 9 American stocks here.
Number 1 for the American stocks.
Total in the pits. And we're going to see 2 heat races.
Simmental
And this
Settlemeyer
one, Jeffrey,
on the front row.
quite a bit of hitters in this one.
Brown
I mean, any one of these 4 cars could win the main event here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, should be some good racing.
Yeah, this should be another one of those good previews for the main event. And just a good preview on what 4 good American stocks can do on this race.
You know what? I'm going to take that back. All 9 of these drivers that showed up here today for racing could easily win an American stock race anywhere they travel to. So we got the 1 to go from the flag stand.
Now they can pick up the pace a little bit.
Settlemeyer, Steven Settlemeyer is going to lead this field to the green.
Fresh air. Call 1 from up here on top of the C-train. Hey, you can't hear me out here. I don't even have to talk that loud.
Tommy, what have you seen from this racetrack so far tonight?
You know, Jeffrey, here's what I've seen is this track has a lot of room in the corners.
You guys need to pick up the pace. You guys ready to go racing?
But
That's what I'm talking
with that width, there's
It has a bigger flag stand.
it's got a bigger flag stand. You can definitely see what's going on. But I was going to say, with the bigger, wider corners, if you're on that inside groove and you wash up, you can give a lot of spots up. So you want to stay down low and not bobble. Green flag is flying for this first American stock heat race. Settlemeyer, again, just doing what I just talked about, washed up the track and lost 2 spots. Going down the back straightaway, Simmental in the lead. Dakota Brown in the 2nd spot. Irwin's got his hands full with that 48 of Settlemeyer. Eric Simmental. That car we've seen race and win at Bakersfield Speedway recently.
Beautifully prepared race car for Settlemeyer, man. You cannot see that number on the back straightaway.
And then we got the number 15D machine, Dakota Brown in the 2nd spot. But here's where the action is, it seems. Well, the 46 of Irwin got that thing pitched in the corner. Settlemeyer again with his nose washing up to the corner. So that's what I was just talking about, Jeffrey. If your car is not handling right, especially the front end, that's where you can lose some spots.
Simmental made me a little nervous that last time I was looking for him. I didn't even see him on the exit of turn 4.
Is that the color of the car? Is that what you're talking about, or
Maybe how high he's running.
he threw it in the corner this time in turn number 3 and 4? He pitched it just right. Didn't go higher there. Halfway through this heat race, Irwin gets by Settlemeyer. Dakota Brown does not look like he's closing in on your leader, Simmental.
Tommy, we've had a good couple-year history with Steve Hughes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, long history if you consider when we were just little kids running around.
We didn't know him, he didn't know us, but we knew his voice.
Yeah, he's out here announcing with us.
There he is, and he's outside with the crowd here.
He's on the other side of the official, if you're wondering.
That's very true. Yeah, no, what's fun about Steve Hughes, he could be indoors behind a computer, but he's out here with everybody else, so. 2 laps to go.
Oh, heavy steps, watch out.
Yeah, people stomping their feet. I don't blame them, the American stock turn track. I'd be stomping my feet too.
No, some guys just have to walk with a purpose.
And white flag for Eric Simmental. I believe that's what you were talking about. Goes high out of turn number 4. Though he's got a lot of room to make a mistake if he did.
Heavy steppers.
No, we're just in California. And out of turn number 4, you see the 27 pitching that car, holding it to the left, and wins heat race number 1 for this American stock night of racing. Dakota Brown in the 2nd spot. 3rd spot will go to Irwin, and Settlemeyer rounds out your top 4. Here we go for the 2nd American stock heat race of the night. Brian Childress, the 2015 American stock champion, down the road at Bakersfield Speedway, will lead the field to the green. Just outside the number 11 of Cody Johnson, inside row number 2, the number 1 end machine. That is Nicholas Johnson. And the Cowboy Mike Waters. We're going to round out your 4-car heat race for the 2nd one of the night for these American stocks. Now we do have 9 cars entered here tonight.
Row number 1 looks like this. On the inside is the 40.
And the 37 of Jimmy Satlow, I believe, is the driver that was not able to make the call. And we're going to see a restart on that one.
That doesn't rhyme, I know.
Cody Johnson and Nicholas Johnson stuck, though.
Family rivalry.
Family feud back here. Not that it was meant to happen, but how about that? 2 American stocks stuck, and we only had
do you think their dad is twice as mad?
Oh, guaranteed. Look at this.
But who's he mad? Who's he going to park his golf cart in front of? Which one?
The official trying to help the situation by telling the drivers to not move. You're going to cause more damage.
Making his way here tonight.
We haven't even really gone green. I mean, we went green for a quarter of a lap. And we're stuck. American stocks. So here comes the tow truck. And we'll try it again. All right, here we go. A complete restart after a bit of a red flag to untangle 2 family members. And we go green flag. Brian Childress, your early leader at the start. Cody Johnson in the 2nd spot. 3rd spot, the 1N of Nicholas Johnson to the inside of the Cowboy Mike Waters. Waters going to go way outside of turn number 3. Childress holding on to that lead. Making it look easy out here in this American stock. Heat race number 2. Cody Johnson in the 2nd spot, leading Nicholas Johnson and Waters.
Turn number 4.
See the freeway off into the distance. I feel like I'm ground level with the freeway. Kind of a neat scene. You always have something to watch out here at the dirt track. Following after this heat race, I believe we'll get going with our Pro Stop heat races. And your champion from Bakersfield Speedway, Brian Childress, showing them how it's done, but now Nicholas Johnson putting some pressure on Cody Johnson.
Oh, Waters just clipped the wall down the front straightaway.
With the front or the back end of the car?
That was the back end.
American stocks. That's all that needs to be said. Now, Jeffrey, you're unusually quiet tonight.
Yes, I am.
Am I allowed to explain as to why?
Go for it.
Jeffrey's got pneumonia.
I do.
You were diagnosed with pneumonia. What was it? Monday? You went into the emergency room with or the urgent care
Yes.
with 115-degree fever or something like that.
100.
You were running hot.
Not quite 115. But yeah. So still recovery. Luckily,
And you decided
well,
you decided to recover at a dirt track.
where else?
That's true. Best medicine is racing.
Oh yeah, the air's so nice and fresh here.
Well, I tell you what, it's not a dusty track, so you're going to be not that bad off, it seems like. Brian Childress, he gets the white flag. That 44 goes into turn number 3. Your leader from the start, Brian Childress, and you get the checkered flag in the second heat race of the night here for the American Stocks at the dirt track. Here we go, Model Light heat race. The racing continues on here at the dirt track. The 12 will start on the pole. Jeff Thompson is outside the number 17 of Anthony Balcazar. Inside row 2, a pair of 13s on this row. Matt Mayo in the 13M and Jerry Flippo in the 13, and J.D. Brown in the 5J machine will be the last car on the starting grid.
Spearheaded by Zach Forster, who's in Texas
As
tonight,
we get
watching
ready
his
to
brother
go,
watching
heat
his
race
brother.
number 1 for the Model Lights. Now these cars, I can imagine, get around pretty good here on this 3rd mile oval. Your early leader, the number 12 of Thompson. Flippo in the 2nd spot. 3rd place battle between Mayo and gets by the number 17. And then Brown in the 5J machine. Good battle for 3rd. As I'm rearranging my standing position here. Sorry about the camera shake. Balcazar in the 14 and the 17 goes back and forth. I don't know where 14 came from. So, Thompson trying to hold off Flippo. Good battle for the lead. Jeff Thompson has his hands full with Flippo. Flippo running that inside groove. And Thompson holding on to the lead, lap number 4, halfway through this heat race. So you see the 13 of Flippo. Jeffrey, Flippo, he seems to have really gotten a handle on these cars. When we first saw him behind the wheel of these Model Lights, he was kind of learning the game. How about this? Into the lead into turn number 3 and 4.
Yeah, Tommy, it looked like the only place he was struggling was on that entrance to turn number 3 on the inside line. He was able to make that outside pass there on the back straightaway, get around Thompson. Lap number 6, the lead is his.
You know what? I think he just kind of watched how Thompson was getting through the corner, relayed the message to his driving style behind the wheel of that 13, figured that grip out, figured where the groove was, and went into the lead heading into turn number 3. Either that or he was just toying with Thompson and messing with all of us. But out of turn number 4, checkered flag for Flippo in the number 13 machine. Thompson in the 2nd spot. Those two ran away from Balcazar over here in the corner.
There we had a spin in turn number 2. That's the 13 of Matt Mayo. But your winner is the
There is a complete race.
of Jerry.
He raced number 2 for the Model Lights here at the dirt track at KCRP. On the pole, the number 54 of Brian Puckett, Mr. Bakersfield Ice, who's outside the number 71. Nope. That is the number 14, I apologize, of Jeff Fry. The number 23K of Caden Cochran, and the 71 on the outside of the 2nd row of Candy Varney. as we get ready to go.
In tonight's main event.
Second heat race for the Model Lights, and we are green.
Keep your eyeballs on the 14.
So Fry powers into turn number 1, and you can see his gap between himself and Puckett in the 54 machine. Cochran stepping up his racing career into these Model Lights. In the third spot, Brian Puckett, a dirt track veteran. We've seen him racing at the Speedway, Bakersfield Speedway, and he spins it out. So I guess I jinxed him. How about that? I talked him up a little too much. All right, here we go for the second heat race.
You mean the first restart?
Yeah, well, we're going to try it again, but I wonder if that's going to fly. Jeff Fry showed him how it's done on that restart. And it's going to work. So Jeff Fry schooled these drivers on the start. Got him sleeping there. Battle for the second spot. Here comes Puckett. Gets by Cochran. So Brian Puckett wasted no time in the number 54 machine after a spin to bring out the first caution in this heat race. Oh, and your leader, Fry, got on the gas a little too much, too soon. And these small, lightweight cars, how about Puckett spinning it out? So if you're a leader on the second and third lap, you're not going to fare well. Look at Jeff Fry, spun it out. He's closing in on Varney in the second spot.
This just became a really fun heat race.
It did. Cochran looking to get his first heat race win in front of Low Budget TV's cameras. Jeff Fry making a move inside of Kenny Varney. Gets by and into the second spot. The 14 car goes. Cochran, the next one in line. Cochran goes wide. Not what you wanted to do with Fry to the inside. And gave up that lead. Lap number 5, make it 6 when they cross the line. So Jeff Fry, he must have thought the race was over when he came out of turn number 4 and looped it. But I don't think he thought that he can get back up to the lead in 5 laps.
Yeah, it depends how big his head is. He could have been surprised that he still got past.
You never know. All right, so the white flag for Jeff Fry. Definitely one of the fast drivers in this series. Jeff Fry going into turn number 3. Holds down that bottom groove. I think he learned from a few laps ago. Checkered flag for the second heat race victory. Jeff Fry out of turn number 4. Cochran, you see him cross the line. 3rd, Varney. 4th, Puckett.
Tom, I believe that's a wrap on heat races.
Caden Cochran comes home.
If you say so.
Second spot in the 23K.
I'm still convinced that the pro stocks.
I keep
have to
hearing
do
them
heat
say
races.
that they're going to do track prep right now. So,
Well, wouldn't you think that'd be in between
yes.
the main and the heats?
Yes.
Okay, all right. It could be 5 o'clock somewhere.
I don't know about you race fans, but I'm having a pretty good time out here at the dirt track at Kern County Raceway. Hope you are too.
I mean, I think the flagman agrees with us.
Flagman's not going nowhere.
He's kind of...
I feel like I can reach out and shake his
I
hand.
don't like about him that he's a Dodger fan, but hey, that's just me.
And here comes the pro stocks.
All right, you win.
Here they come, ladies and gentlemen, the powerful pro stocks hitting the 3rd mile for the first time here at the dirt track.
I haven't done much, but
Heat race number 1 for the pro stocks, getting ready to go for their 8-lap heat race. The 68J, Billy the Kid Simpkins to the outside, the number 3D.
Simpkins was your quick qualifier tonight.
Who is driven by Mike Johnson here tonight. The number 11X.
Number 1. Mike Johnson qualified 3rd.
Of Steve Drake. Okay, I knew there was a driver swap there. We go green. The battle for the lead. Mike Johnson and Simpkins battling for the lead. Meanwhile, right behind him, the 14 of Welch and Drake. And Johnson's going to lead the first lap. Toby Randolph in the 20T. And also in this field, the number 93 of Tim Bewley.
Good battle for third into turn number 3.
Good battle for the lead. I'm trying to watch both as much as I can. Drake will clear almost, if you'd like to describe it that way. The number 14 of Lonnie Welch. Now we'll go to the battle for the lead. Mike Johnson holding off Billy the Kid Simpkins. These cars flying out here on this third.
Oh, and the wall goes Welch.
But with that, he's to the inside for the third spot. No wall's going to slow down Lonnie Welch.
Lonnie Welch and Logan Drake still doing that.
You see this battle for the third spot continuing on your screen. Best battle on the track. Lonnie Welch down on that inside groove. Drake on the high side.
11 M car and the 14 of LA Mike Johnson.
I'll go up to here. You see Johnson in that 3D machine. And second spot, Simpkins. And here's the battle for third spot. It has not cooled down at all in this heat race. Number 1 for the Pro Stocks. Lap number 6 be 2 laps to go. White flag flying as the leader crosses the line right now. Mike Johnson, your leader. Simpkins in the second spot. Battle for third. I don't think this battle is going to end until we get into the pits. At this rate, these two duking it out here for the third spot. Welch down low, Drake on the high side. Mike Johnson going to come across the line. Checkered flag. Simpkins in the second spot. Who's he going to be for third? How about Drake in that 11 machine? Heat race number 2 on the track, getting ready to go.
Kern County Raceway.
For the Pro Stocks, the number 04 of Tim Randolph leads the field. On the outside, I make a correction, this is the 11X of Steve Drake. Inside row number 2, the number 5 of Wayne Kaufman. To his outside, the 33AZ of Mike Corwin. And rounding out the field of the number 54 of Blazin' Brady Bell.
So, Tommy, if this is Steve Drake, who was in the last one?
How about I try Logan Drake? So we got family members racing out here. We go green. And it'll be a battle right at the start. Nope, we got Brady Bell getting into Corwin and the center of 1 and 2. Randolph, your leader. Second spot is Steve Drake, but we're going to see a yellow in the second heat race. Corwin not able to get his 33AZ fired up.
To do a complete restart.
All right, here we go for the restart. Complete restart. And here we go. So Randolph and the number 04 are holding off Steve Drake. Bell going way wide out of turn number 2. Corwin in the third spot, or Kaufman, I should say. Corwin in fourth. We've got 3 cars under a blanket up here on the screen. It's first, second, and third. Tim Randolph holding off the 11X. Steve Drake, driver who competes normally in the late models. So it's funny, Jeffrey, if you can't get Clay Daly to drive your machine, why don't you just get another late model driver, Steve Drake?
Flipping the tire, the number 5 machine.
Wayne Kaufman goes around in turn number 3 and 4. And that'll bring out the second caution in this heat race, lap number 3. All right, here we go. Restart. Lap number 2. Randolph, Drake, and Bell, your top 3. And you see Steve Hughes' hand as he pets the field. All right, so Randolph out into the lead. You see the gap between first and second. Bell trying to figure out a way up to Drake there in the number 11X machine. Corwin in that 33AZ. Not a familiar looking car for that driver, at least for us. So not sure if he just acquired this car. What the story is. You see top two on the screen, Randolph and Drake. Steve Drake in the second spot, Tim Randolph in the lead. The 04 machine looking strong in the second heat race for the Pro Stock. Drake throws it into turn number 3, trying that outside groove, looking for some grip to close in on your leader. Bill there in the third spot. He's made his way up to the third spot out here, and I'm not going to be convinced if he moves up in the main event time. Brady Bell knows these Pro Stocks very well. And now you got a battle for the lead as the white flag is flying. Can Steve Drake close the deal, or is Tim Randolph going to defeat? He is out of turn number 4, led every lap, and checkered flag in this heat race for the Pro Stock. Second spot goes to Drake, third of Brady Bell. And I believe that is the end of heat race action. Thank you all for watching there on YouTube. If you're in the Bakersfield area, check out the KCRP website, Kern County Raceway Park, and find out when all their dirt track events, and right behind us, located no more than about 50 feet behind us, the big KCRP half-mile asphalt oval. So check out their website, come to an event nearby at KCRP. And if you're looking for DVDs of tonight's racing action here, October 2nd,
I am.
Are you?
Yes.
Well, guess what?
What?
Find us on Facebook, Low Budget TV, or
Isn't there a link in the description?
there's a link in the description, Jeffrey.
My goodness.
So you can purchase a DVD of all the main events here tonight, from Junior Minis, Senior Minis, American Stocks, Hobby Stocks, Pro Stocks, and Mod Light Racing. All going on our DVDs, so get with us and we'll get you a DVD of the night's racing.